When I asked my friends about Golda Meir, no one knew who she was, so I decided to dig into archives to find out myself. It turns out Golda Meir was Israel's first and only female prime minister, and she led the country during one of its darkest times. Golda was born on May 3, 1898 in Kiev. Her family immigrated to the United States in 1906. She was passionate about social issues from a very early age. In 1921, she moved to Israel, driven by her Zionist ideals. In 1969, Golda Meir became Israel's prime minister. Before the war, Golda had a reputation for being strong and determined, but Israel's peace was fragile, with tensions growing with its neighbors, Egypt and Syria. On Yom Kippur, the holiest day in Judaism, Egypt and Syria launched a surprise attack. It was chaos, and Israel was caught off guard. Egypt invaded the Sinai Peninsula and Syria attacked the Golan Heights. Golda had to make difficult decisions quickly. She called for full mobilization and sought help from international allies, especially the US. United States sent military aid to help Israel, while the Soviet Union supported Egypt and Syria. Israel managed to push back and even crossed into the enemy territory. The war ended October 25, 1973, with a ceasefire arranged by the United Nations. Golda was criticized by not preparing more, but many still saw her as a symbol of strength.
In the present stalemate,
Mr. Fell, I am convinced, honestly, sincerely believe that my grandchildren will live in an area of peace in the Middle East, because there are other grandmothers in Egypt and in Syria and in Jordan that have grandchildren, and they also want them to live, irrespective of what Nasser thinks or Hussein thinks. The grandmothers and the mothers want their children to live.
Golda Meir's story is more than just a war. It's about a leader who faced the impossible and did what she thought was right. Her legacy shouldn't be forgotten.